Hey there, this is Linda West with Living Live, and today I am with Ravit Darougar. I said it right, right?
Yes, you did.
Now, have you ever thought about, like, this is something I never thought about, is like, how does somebody decide to even start a cosmetics company? And so today we're going to talk to Ravit, and she's going to share with us a story about why she decided to start her cosmetic company. She's going to share what's some of the obstacles that she's encountered during that. Now, this can apply to your own business, whether it's cosmetics or whether it's some other type of product. So go ahead and listen in, break out your notebooks, because you're going to learn some really great stuff today. If you know anybody who is in business interested in, sharing their knowledge or, sharing their products with the world, go ahead and share this out with them, because we want to make sure that we get this information into the hands of others that can use it to help grow their business as well. So Ravit, welcome to the show. I'm really excited to have you today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited too.
We'll see what happens, right? You never know what's going to happen with me. So
Yes. Oh, now I'm scared.
just kidding. Well, see, the thing is that I don't have everything scripted. So that's one thing, is we never know what's going to happen, because my questions are going to be based on some of the answers that you give. And so, because I'll be very curious, and I just want to let you know, and you don't know this, but only about a year ago did I even start wearing any makeup, and I'm 55 years old. So
Wow.
yeah. So it's been an interesting journey for me. Like, I don't even know if I'm wearing it right. I don't know if I'm wearing the right type. So this is going to be really cool for me to dive into this topic and just to find out a little bit more about, like, why do women wear makeup and questions like that? Because for me, in my mind, I had to kind of dive into that a little bit. So you're going to help me figure out, like, why do we wear makeup, and, how can I use it for fun? Because I know you mentioned to me in one of our messages back and forth, you said wearing makeup is fun. And I'm like, I don't know, it's a little bit scary for me. So I want to hear from your perspective. And this is going to really help me, as someone who, I grew up a total tomboy. I was a football player. I was a baseball player. I played basketball. So I was total tomboy. I was climbing trees and stuff like that. I wasn't playing with dolls, wasn't playing with makeup. So just to hear from your perspective, this is going to be really awesome. I'm excited to get into it, get nice and juicy. So again, share this out if you want to, have anybody that you know that could learn this information from us. And before we get started, I want to share with you that her website is the number 4evermagiccosmetics.com. Go check it out. It's really amazing. And I'll be sharing the site with us a little bit. I'll share my screen so you guys can see what it looks like as well. So Ravit, I want to talk about, like, how you got started, what kind of obstacles you may have undergone, and are you still experiencing the obstacles, and how do you get through those?
Oh, yeah. Having a business, your own business, there are a lot of obstacles, and it's part of the business. Otherwise, if you're not ready to handle with obstacles, you better go and work 9 to 5 job. Yeah, like 3 years ago, I am an immigrant. I came in 2009 to LA, and I used to work for people 9 to 5, and I felt that I have more that I can accomplish. I always wanted to have my own business. I wanted something that will make people feel good about themselves. And I said to myself, what can be better than beauty, than makeup? And I wanted to create a unique product that will be my own. Yes, I wouldn't lie, it was very difficult to reach so far, and it's still very difficult. But hey, as I said, it's part of the business. And I believe that if you have something that you are passionate about it, that you feel inside that that's what you want to do, you should go ahead and do it, because you never know. I mean, I reached so far to goals and places that I could never imagine that I have the capabilities. I learn a lot about myself.
Mm-hmm. Now, how did you decide on cosmetics? Because I know you said you wanted to get into a business that help people feel good about themselves. But so why cosmetics? Because there could be a whole number of different other things. So why that?
First of all, I'm a very girly girl. I like makeup, and I always, when I was teenager, I used to play with my mom makeup, and I used to mix a lot of ingredients together on my high school, I studied biology and chemics, so I always was mixing formulas, and I came up with new colors, with new ingredients, with new texture. So I always knew somewhere in the back of my mind that that's what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how basically you do it. How I didn't have the guts. I didn't have the. I always felt that eventually that's what I'm going to do. And after I launched my business and I see so many ladies are happy with their beautiful eyebrows, so I know that I couldn't choose something else. I mean, to me, it was important that it's something that really make us feel good. And, it's all about these days how you look outside, that's reflect for the inside. So
Yeah, that's really interesting. I like that because you had the experiences when you were young, and then you just continued with it. A lot of times, what happens to a lot of people, like me, for example, there was something I wanted to do when I was young, and then life kind of took a different course, and then now I'm kind of doing what it was I wanted to do when I was young. But you just kept going with it. And was there ever anything that came up? I know you said you worked a 9 to 5. But was there anything that came up that made you think, you know what, I don't know if I really want to go that route with the cosmetics, or did you just always forge ahead with that?
yes, I experienced so many fields. I mean, I used to be in real estate and construction. I managed companies here. So it was completely different. I didn't feel the drive. I didn't feel the passion about construction the same as I
Yeah.
makeup and beauty field. So I eventually knew that I will switch. It's just a matter of time and having the energy and just do it. I did put it on the side for a few years. I have a bachelor degree in business management and law school. When I went to law school, I knew I just want to know the law and I don't want to become attorney, which helped me a lot these days. Having a business, it's all about the law and what contract you need to sign. And so I just basically, I put the seed in the grounds, and slowly with the years, I was ready for this day that I will launch my own company. I believe that if I was launching my company 5, 6 years before, it wouldn't be a success as today because I wasn't ready. It's all about timing, to my opinion, in life.
Right. Now, along that path, did you have any mentors like help you to launch this business? Because this isn't a service-based business. This is an actual product. So, doing products versus services is a lot different because there's a lot more elements to it. So did you have any mentors along the way, or how did you discover what to do?
Honestly, no. I mean, everything
Really?
was done by myself. I
Wow.
noticed that my personality, when I came here 2009, I received my first job. So they hire me and then they say, okay, go ahead, manage the office. So my previous bosses were not there, which I needed to teach myself to fill up form for EDD, IRS. I came from a different country. We don't have EDD, IRS. And then when English is not my mother language, and then to deal with contract, with the construction terms, with all kind of things. And all of a sudden I figure out that I can teach myself everything. I was Googling, I was contacting the customer service of the IRS. And then all of a sudden, slowly, I acquire skills and I say, you know what? I'm capable of doing that. I can teach myself a lot of things. I
Mm-hmm.
know that some people, they need the instruction, they need the guidelines, how to reach to their goal. I'm not saying it's bad, but for me, it doesn't work. For me, I prefer investing this money in real development or in better product or in marketing rather than in consulting, which I've been approached by a lot of consulting companies so far to
Mm.
work with them, but I don't see any need. I mean, sometimes I feel like I learn stuff that even because when you know the business, nobody else can give you instruction about beauty field when you live, dream, sleep about this idea. So, but that's
Yeah.
my.
So that's awesome. I love that. That you just had the fortitude to go forward yourself and do it. So now, what recommendation would you make for someone else that doesn't know where to start with something? If they want, especially like putting a product out there, where would you recommend that they start?
First of all, they must be 100% sure that they love this business, beauty, because if they are not, you will be successful if you wake up in the morning with smile and you do something that's what you want to do. Otherwise, if you're just trying to make millions, or you heard that making money in a beauty or makeup company, that's why you're doing it from the wrong reason. So first of all, make sure that that's what you want. And I believe about having your own niche. Like, I believe I have my niche. That's why I call my company 4ever Magic Cosmetic. Our slogan is "Let the magic of cosmetics begin." So we have a niche of magic and cosmetic. My product is kind of unique, which we will speak about it later. So I don't believe in copycat. I don't look what other companies are doing, and I don't copy any formulas. That's why it took me 3 years to develop my formula. Maybe it's a long it's a long process, but eventually I believe that you will see the result, because the customer will feel that it's something different, even from the packaging, that it's so completely something else. I did not want to see it's open for 2 boxes, it's rose gold, metallic, it's everything behind it. It was like, I thought it to details. So if you want to open your own company, be unique. Try to be unique as much as you can. Have your own niche and believe in your product. If you cannot apply it and wear it on your face, don't try to sell it to somebody else.
Good one. That's like with anything, right? If you can't do it yourself, don't try to sell to somebody else, because you have to really have your heart and soul in it. And that's where that passion comes in, that drive, like you've had to just keep going with it. So I did want to talk about comparison of cosmetics. Like, what's the difference between your cosmetics and other beauty brands that are out there?
Okay, so my product is an eyebrow product. That's basically if you have like bald spots, or like you don't have eyebrows at all, so you apply my product and you can create a very nice eyebrows, which is, everybody knows that eyebrows are the frame of the face, and you open up, you see like my face. Once I have my bald eyebrows, it looks better. So what I did, I basically poured 2 colors, if you can see that, 2 colors into 1 glass jar, which is a very difficult process. I had to find a lab and convince them to do that, because they needed to build a special machine. Because what my competitors do, they basically pour 1 color, which is very simple, but to pour 2 colors in a pomade texture, a cream texture, it's very difficult. So why did I decide about 2 colors? Because I used to blend between 2 shades. I never find the right shade. So I used to, in the beginning of the brow, put the lighter, and then arch and tail, filling the darker. So I said, why don't we help the customer? Instead of buying 2 products, they buy 1 and they get everything. They get it with a brush, dual brush, and then it's like complete set, and they are good to go. They are just applying it, and it's perfect. Also, I just recently find out, and I knew because I worked for it 3 years, that my product is very long lasting, which means that you can exercise, you can sweat, you can sleep with it. I mean, I don't recommend sleeping with makeup, but basically, if you leave the house at 5 a.m. and you get at 10 p.m., most likely 99% of our customer will still have a nice eyebrows. And we keep sending it to influencer or customer, and they keep posting. And even, I'm not going to mention name, but one of my biggest competition, which she's been known for eyebrows and everything, so they said it's even better than her. And I was like, oh, I did something good. My baby. So, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So there are all kind of like unique stuff. Also, it's enriching castor oil, which is good for the skin, against wrinkle and hair growth. It's vegan, cruelty free. There is 5 ingredients that I took outside of the formula, which are not healthy for us, that I state on the box, which is fiber and mineral oil, and 5 of them that are not in. Also, it's smudge free. It's very pigmented, so you need just small amount, and it stays for a long time. It's a good product, I believe.
Now, are you allowed to tell us any of your influencers that are wearing it, or not able to really divulge that info?
Yes, honestly, very soon. I mean, we start working with a smaller influencer, but very soon we're going to have bigger influencer. That there is one that his name is Lucky Martinez, and we are not aiming for the bigger one, because we are a startup company. We are a new company. But we have influencers that they have 200,000 followers, 150,000 followers, and we're planning working with many of them. They are very creative. I know them personally because I keep going to these events. So on my personal Instagram and Facebook, I keep posting pictures with them. They are very creative and talented. I cannot do the look that they do. They are amazing. So yeah, but if you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, you will see many of the video. Even one of them is supposed to post it today, I believe.
And to follow you, that's 4ever Magic Cosmetics, right, on Instagram and Facebook?
Yes, it's one word with a number 4, 4ever Magic Cosmetics. We are on Instagram, we are on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
Okay, and then do men wear your products?
You will be surprised, yes. Actually, one of the influencer, Lucky, is a nice guy. But yeah, I mean, it's for everyone. I mean, you can make it. What's good about my product, since it's come with a brush, which is a dual brush, at the end it's spoolie. So the spoolie, the purpose is to blend the formula. So you can blend it and it can look very natural. So they can apply it and nobody will know they're wearing something. They will just have a very nice looking eyebrows. So you can make it natural. And yes, we have a lot of customers.
Well, I kind of thought that might be the case, so I just thought I'd ask. But now let me ask you. Okay, so I'm fair skinned, and my eyebrows are. I've never had large eyebrows or anything, and the color it kind of blends with my hair, I think. But what would you recommend? Like, how would someone like me because when I look at the colors, I kind of freak out and say I have no idea where to start. So how would you recommend someone like me realizing or figuring out what colors would work best for them?
That's an excellent question. So my company, because first of all, we are new, and also I wanted not to have a variety of color and get the customer confused. So we have only 4 set of colors. So it's very easy to figure out. We also have a chart on our website under innovated eyebrow chart. And the color that you will need, it's the Hocus Pocus Blonde. Since your
Hocus Pocus Blonde. Yeah. Oh, that's the lightest one, huh?
Yes, that's what you need to have a very fair skin. You're very light. We have a tutorial video. We have swatches. This called swatches when you put it on the arms, so you can see the color. So we have only 4 sets. We have Hocus Pocus Blonde. We have Mystical Top, which is more on the gray side. So if you are blonde but your eyebrows are more grayish, it will fit, but your eyebrows are more blonde. And then we have Magic Dazzle Brown, and then we have Abracadabra Black. The names are magical names. Mm-hmm. So, and so it's basically fit for everyone, and you will need the Hocus Pocus Blonde. Actually, we did a tutorial video that our makeup artist also, she has barely eyebrows and very thin eyebrows, and she did the Hocus Pocus Blonde. And we did a tutorial for our client also to know how to use it, because not everybody knows. It's practice, so it's also on our website.
Okay, and then if, for example, I'm not the best artist, so, and you said that the eyebrows, they stay long for a long time. So what if I make a mistake when I'm putting it on? How do I fix it so it doesn't look goofy?
So what's good about that, it's not a henna or tattoo or anything. So you just take a makeup removal oil base that has an oil base, which majority of them has, and then you can literally like clean it, and then the whole point is that it doesn't smudge. So if you try, you see, like I'm trying with my finger, so I don't, there's nothing. And also with water, it doesn't go when you sweat. But of course, we want it to eventually to be removed. So with the makeup remover oil base, you can remove it and you can fix it. And slowly you will get better. It's really easy. Even my mom, that she didn't know anything about eyebrows before I start the process, now she's like, I love your product, it looks great, because she doesn't have eyebrows also. So yeah, so it's pretty easy. Also, I'm not a makeup artist, but it's very easy to do that.
Okay, so somebody who doesn't have a skill should be able to, at least eventually they'll get the hang of it. And then people who don't have any eyebrows, then they can use the product as well.
Yes, definitely. And also, I recommend watching our Instagram and Facebook, because we keep uploading tutorial video of our customers and influencers. So then you can eventually, because this day, majority of makeup artists, they didn't even go to makeup school. They just self-taught makeup artists. So it's really easy. I mean, eventually it's all about practice. And even if you don't do it the perfect way, it still can look nice if you blend it with a spoolie and you apply a little bit of the formula, not much. So it looks better than not having anything. And it's like, yeah.
Oh, cool. I love it. So, if you're interested in finding out more about, Forever Magic Cosmetics, type the word makeup, MAKEUP, in the comments below, and my messenger bot will send you information. So you can click on over to our website and then check out the number 4 Magic Cosmetics on Instagram, Facebook, did you say LinkedIn and YouTube?
Twitter, YouTube, yes.
You're all over the place. That's good. You need to be all over the place.
We're trying our best.
Okay, so the last question I have for you is, because right now you have the eyebrow. Do you have other products? I didn't look there. So do you have other products in the works? And if so, what are you looking at doing?
We do sell also the brush separately, which also come in a very special, luxurious tube. So that's the brush, and then it's also protected. So if you travel, so you can have this in the tube. Yes, I do work on other products. Most of the people don't know, but to develop your own product, it takes a long time. It's not a private label; it's your own formula. So you need to check stability. You need to check heating point. You need to check. There's so many things, the pigment right, and there is all kind of tests. So it's minimum to a year and a half, even for the biggest brands out there, to develop your own product. And if you want something special like box design, all of that, it takes time. So I will work on a different product, but I prefer providing every product to be the best quality for my customers, rather than have like a full collection, but the product are so.
That's awesome. Yeah, just because they do talk about, niching down, like you said, this is your niche, and niching down and just making it better and better and better and providing more value. So let me ask you though, because the cylinders, or I'm not sure what you call it, but the little packaging that you have where it has the two different colors in there, do you put one on and then the other one on top of it? Do you mix them together, or how does that work?
So it's whatever works the best for you. I mean, there are so many ways of doing it. Some of our customers, they take the lighter shade beginning of the brow and then darker shade on the arch and tail. Some of them, they use in the morning the lighter shade, and then nighttime the darker shade. Some of them, they just use one of the color or the blend. It's really what works the best for you. What we wanted basically to provide for our customer, to have the flexibility of choosing, because this thing usually they are not so cheap. It's not $5 item. They are not expensive, but then so you don't buy two different products and two color unless you are a makeup artist. So we wanted to provide as much as flexibility in order to have the most defined eyebrows And also some of our customers call it contouring, so contouring the eyebrows. So
Okay, I love that. I think it's great. You've really found your thing, and I think it's a great looking product. And I'm gonna have to check it out. I didn't check it out ahead of time because, frankly, I do get a little bit scared when it comes to buying makeup
no,
because I
I
just
think
don't.
me too. It's not scary at all, believe me.
I
Especially
know.
when
I
you
don't.
have a beautiful face, it will show even your eyes even more. It will make them popped up. I mean, it's really not scary. Once you get used to it, you will not want to leave the house without it. I'm telling you. The other day, I didn't wear for the first time in few years. I didn't wear my product, and somebody asked me, "Why do you have these holes here?" I said, "It's not holes. That's my real natural eyebrows. I just forgot to. I didn't have time to apply my product." So you will love
Well, that's so fun, and I'll let you know. I'll check back in with you and let you know. Um,
it.
if I'm having fun with it. I think I will. I have noticed a difference in now when I put on my makeup. At the beginning, I was like, "Oh, this is so awful. I'm just doing a terrible job. It doesn't look good." And I think I'm doing better with it. I do like the natural look. Of course, I've because I didn't wear makeup before. Just wearing any makeup is a big change for me. So, keeping the natural look. But yeah, I do notice that my eyebrows are getting lighter as I get a little bit older. That's because they're turning gray. It's not that they're
Yeah,
turning lighter. They're frankly just turning gray. And so being able to cover that in and just make it, like you said, it having that frame. I never thought of it like that. See, so that
yeah,
right there for me was a big piece of information to say, like, it's like framing my eyes.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. And because my eyes are blue, and I think you can tell more, of course, if I have a darker color around them,
yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Well, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
So you guys, again, go ahead and type the word makeup in the comments below, and it'll take you right to Ravit's website. And I want to thank you so much for being here. And I'm sure I'll see you sometime. I'm up in the LA area every once in a while, and I hope to run into you when I'm up there. Okay.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I had such a good time.
Thank you so much. Is there any last thing you want to say before we let this go?
Yes, that every transaction on our website, we donate $1 to one of the three nonprofit organizations that you can choose at checkout process, which is for one of them is for cancer, American Cancer Society. The other one is PETA for protecting animals, and then there is a small nonprofit organization that's called Share Hope USA that they feed homelesses. So we try to donate and even as a new company and do as much as we can and help other people.
That's awesome. So $1 from every purchase that you make is going to go to helping those nonprofits. So I love hearing that. There's a lot of companies that are starting to do that. And I think it's great, at least especially when you're getting started, because when you're getting started and you're starting off that way, then you're making a difference right from the beginning instead of waiting until you've made it,
Yeah.
to be big and famous. Like you're already giving back right now. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much for everything you do. And I really enjoyed interviewing you. And I'm looking forward to looking at my face in a different way than I have been for decades. So
You are beautiful, but it can
thank
help.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.